テンション。
Hey, and thanks for joining us on 2K Sports. Good evening to all of you. With Grant Hill, Clark Kellogg, and Ali LaForce, I'm Brian Anderson, and alongside us is Shams Charania, who'll be hanging out and chatting with us for a bit. Shams, great to have you with us as always, man.
Absolutely, and BA, there's a lot to talk about these days, so thanks for having me.
Tee us up now. Is the news robust or minimal at this time of year?
Oh, BA, it's always fluid with me.
Looking now at some numbers for Karl Anthony Towns.
And his effective field goal percentage isn't in the best place right now. Over the last 5 games, he hasn't had much shot discipline. He'll be looking to play a lot smarter today.
Now, New York starting 5. They've got Karl Anthony Towns. Miles McBride is out there with Jalen Brunson. Then it's OG Anunoby, and it's Hart in at the power forward position. And for the Heat, Adebayo and Ware together inside. Then there's Tyler Hero. Then it's Andrew Wiggins, and it's Larson in at the 2. So Miami wins the tip. Hart against Adebayo, and finished off by Adebayo.
Man, Bam getting fancy off the bounce.
Oh, power it home.
Oh, wow. Towns with the creativity and explosiveness.
And so Hero will bring it up for the Miami Heat. They beat the Knicks during their last encounter in New York.
In their last game against this opponent, they secured the win because their second unit really stepped up.
And you know what? If they run away with this game like they did in that one, I'd expect to see plenty of minutes again for the guys coming off the bench.
Here's Towns. After the basket by Miami.
Well-coordinated play there. I mean, Towns rolls off at the right time. So important, the timing of that roll, and shows good finishing ability on the move.
Gives us a chance to catch up with Ali LaForce.
Well, Eric Spoelstra had a few moments to share with me. Coach talked about avoiding bumping Brunson on drives. He told me sometimes Jalen moves into defenders, and you can almost pull the chair if you remove yourself. Let him slip his momentum in a direction without allowing him to revert to shooting. We think it can make a difference. Guys, back over to you.
Okay, good stuff. Thank you, Ali. Now here's Brunson. 29 points for him last game against Miami.
And he was so disruptive at the defensive end. 4 steals on the night.
Towns can't get it to go. The Heat have gone 2 of 3 from the floor. And Shams, a favorite topic in the NBA rumor mill is league expansion. Won't be heard, my friend.
Well, BA, I still think we're a little bit ways away. The NBA and the Board of Governors continue to evaluate the potential for expansion franchises in the NBA. They have not made any firm decisions yet, I'm told, but this is something the NBA is continuing to find numbers to evaluate the pros and the cons, potentially adding 1 or 2 more teams to the NBA.
And maybe we think about that inside the U.S., but it could go global as well.
Seattle, Las Vegas, Mexico City are really the 3 cities at the forefront of these conversations.
Shot clock at 6. And Anunoby pulls it down.
Not a lot you can say except fantastic job by the defense.
Brunson passes to Towns. Yes, and a nice assist from Brunson. Brunson's got his 3rd assist of the night.
Length, size, touch. That's how Towns just dominates you inside.
Here's Larson. They set a pick. Outside Adebayo. Puts up a deep 3. And it's New York with a rebound. They're coming off a loss against Miami.
It's just so difficult to win when you waste as many chances at the line as they did.
Yeah, and you know, to come up short at the line is frustrating because that's controllable and it's actually a free throw. So you feel like you leave loose change out there when you don't convert.
And the league instituting an international flavor for this year's All-Star Game, Shams. What more can you tell us?
Yeah, I'm told the league is really drawing inspiration from what we saw be a successful tournament in hockey. The NBA has been eager to increase the compete level for years now, so the U.S. versus the world format might just be the one to facilitate that this year.
It hasn't been his best quarter. I mean, he's trying to shoot himself out of the slump.
To the paint. And it's powered home by Towns.
Virtually no way to stop Towns. He's extremely dangerous that close to the bucket.
And here's a timeout from Eric Spoelstra now. And we might see some changes. Coach potentially looking to adjust.
Give it up for your High Squad. On the court, Andrew High Squad.
And some changes here for New York. Mitchell Robinson comes in for Towns, and Jordan Clarkson subbed in for McBride. Here's Wiggins, and he drops in the layup off the glass.
Well, Wiggins does it in so many different ways. That scoring versatility of his, special. This time he got it done in the painted area.
Now here's Brunson. Hasn't gotten one to fall yet. Here's Hart. And you can count it. He'll go to the line with a chance at a three-point play. And a busy summer for trade shops. What went into that frenzy of activity?
Yeah, only the Nets had significant cap space, so that meant it was going to be a lot of trades, not a ton of free agent movement. Also, with a much greater level of parity, the East is wide open, and teams are really sensing there's a chance here to go for it. We saw that with the Desmond Bane trade in Orlando.
You feel like we may go on the same kind of roll next summer?
Yeah, I think next summer there'll be much more free agent movement. There's going to be about 10 to 12 teams with significant cap space in the summer of 2026.
Charles, you got to get all your cell phones charged up, baby.
Get ready.
And here are the Knicks now. Miami making their last shot. Clarkson passes to Anunoby. 6 on the shot clock. Here's Hart. Laid it in with a nice touch off the window. Hart's got 5.
They're finding ways to get the ball into the paint. 5 consecutive buckets.
And on the flip side, the defenders have to show more fight on the interior. They've got to offer more resistance here.
Man, miss after miss for him. When you're having a quarter like this, the only beneficiary is the defense.
Wiggins outside. Pass to Jaquez. Back to Wiggins. Here's Adebayo. He had a 21-point outing in their last game against New York. From outside the arc. On target from range. Adebayo's gotten his second bucket.
Early in his career, Adebayo couldn't stretch the floor. That's changed.
Robinson, a screen on Wiggins. Down low. Second chance effort. Adebayo grabs the board.
That's the shot you hope for. Right at the rim. Just couldn't capitalize.
And the shot's good by Wiggins.
Good execution. They're getting some short-range looks here.
A minute 35 left in the first quarter of the game. It's interesting, Shams, that Commissioner Silver said injuries in the 2025 playoffs were the second lowest in a decade. But big injuries, Achilles injuries to Tatum and Lillard and Halliburton. It didn't feel that way.
No, and it's really unfortunate. Those are some really serious injuries to some seriously important players in the NBA. And given the gravity of that, it's clearly an issue that goes beyond the playoffs. I'm told the league is continuing to gather the data. Of course, player health is in everyone's best interest, so the league, Adam Silver, they're paying a very close eye to this.
So Miami going with an almost entire new group here. Jovic, he's checked in for Ware. Fontecchio comes in for Adebayo. Yakachonis is checked in for Andrew Wiggins. And it's Rozier in for Hero. So New York going with almost an entire new group here. Porty's checked in for Robinson. Yabusele comes in for Hart. Dali, he's checked in for Anunoby. And Brogdon is subbed in for Brunson. Now here's Brogdon. Jaquez grabs the board.
I love how they've attacked the boards here in the first quarter.
Yeah, I like the way they're setting the tone. Really playing with a lot of energy here at the start.
All right, looking at the 2K leaderboard. These are the squads who bring it on defense. The blocks leaders. 5th, the Heat.
They're quick to help each other, and they have some tremendous athletes with a nose for the ball.
The first free throw is good. Bam Adebayo's checked in for Fontecchio. And he can't hit the second.
Could have taken the lead there, but instead, they're going to have to settle for the tie.
Brogdon from outside. And the Knicks, another 3.
That's been typical of their performance today. They're sharing the ball and creating good shots.
Really a prime example of the difference in how these teams have operated offensively. Much more individual play at the other end.
Jaquez finds Rozier. To the inside. Here's Adebayo. Nice move. Cordy grabs the board.
Yeah, he's really scrambling to keep them in this game. Gotta respect that hustle.
Inside. Oh, and that one, no question, powered it down.
And they keep trading punches. Both teams in a groove early.
Hey, guys, this is going to be fun now. I mean, we've got ourselves a shootout on tap here.
Here's Adebayo. And Adebayo slams it in.
Throws it down emphatically.
He's got serious hop, right? You add that to his ability to penetrate, that's 2 easy points.
A lot of bounce ability there, guys. I mean, well above the rim. That's what makes him dangerous.
It's been all about Karl Anthony Towns for New York. He put together 10 points in the quarter. And don't go far. We'll be right back. Good action already in this one, but a fairly even matchup after this first quarter of play. Let's get a quick check of the scoring breakdown here for the Knicks.
Getting downhill has really been impressive to me, not settling from the outside. They're going right to the rack.
Yeah, also, you got to appreciate how unselfish they've been. I mean, the ball movement has been impressive, and the assist numbers are off the chart.
Gilbert and Bam play together inside. Terry Rozier is out there with Smith, and it's Jaquez in at the small forward position. So that's who Miami starts the second with. Heat trail by 3, and it's approaching 2 decades since the launch of the modern smartphone, Shams. It's put the game in the palm of your hand.
Well, you know, I don't go anywhere without my phone, and of course, that accessibility is a key part of why Adam Silver says the league is supercharged by technology. Social media and our phones are a big part of the game.
Can you imagine it any other way at this point?
Absolutely not.
Throwing it down hard. Robinson is fully committed on that one.
Smith passes to Rozier. Back to Smith. Here in the second quarter, a little over a minute of play. And Mitchell Robinson picks up the foul. That's his first foul of the game. Fontecchio's checked in for Miami.
0. Simone Fontecchio.
Robinson against Adebayo. Clock at 4. The Knicks with the rebound. Towns down low, pounded by Rozier. Towns against Rozier. Towns can't get it to go. And so it's Rozier who brings it up for Miami. They've only given up 2 points this quarter. And they're unable to get the tying bucket there. New York leading by 3. And let's send it over to Allie LaForce.
Thanks a lot. Well, a bit of youth movement for the Miami Heat. Their rising star guard, Tyler Hero, said, "We've got a bunch of young guys who can come in and put in the work, and that's what I'm all about." This is an organization that values that, and it's important that we all have the same vision as the young guys start to grow up. Ryan?
Okay, thanks for the report, Allie. Well, we know about three-pointers, but rim threats provide that counterbalance too, Sean.
No doubt. Protecting the rim, playing defense, playing with verticality, that's very, very important. And we saw a lot of draft picks going to mobile, athletic big men, guys who can protect and punish the rim while also being able to move their feet. You need to have a defensive presence down low.
There's so much ground to cover defensively in the NBA now. Adebayo, no good.
Yeah, still close, but with their tough play on the boards, we're certainly seeing the effort.
Towns on a screen. On the wing, Clarkson. Towns outside. Oh, Towns drops the hammer.
Right now, Towns is putting on a show. It's up to the defense to try to figure out how to slow him down.
Now Rozier in the game against New York. Very impressive. Pass to Fontecchio. Here's Jovic. And a strong finish with 2 hands.
And plays Plays like that one can make the difference in a close game.
And it definitely got the bench on their feet, too.
Making a statement for sure. I mean, we'll see if they can maintain that aggressive approach, guys.
And a big finish by Robinson.
Nice one-handed jam. Simple and effective, B.A.
Hey, with the lead, I'm surprised he didn't come up with something a little more creative.
Well, I think he did plenty of damage nonetheless. I mean, it was only with one hand, but he still threw that down pretty hard.
Adebayo, no good. New York leading by 6. And Shams, the last few years, teams often giving up a lot of draft picks when they traded for a difference maker.
The market has changed, BA. The thought process has been, assuming the trade moves the needle, those picks you're giving up aren't very good. But listen, if the trade doesn't work, you just gave up the farm. And that's the risk reward that you play with as a general manager.
Miami has gone 1 for 3 from downtown here in the second. And here's a timeout from Eric Spoelstra now. Coach probably just checking to make sure everybody's on the same page here.
Here we go, fans. Time to make some noise for your Heat dancers.
Going with almost an entirely new group here. Ware's checked in for Jovic. Wiggins comes in for Fontecchio. Larson's checked in for Jaquez. And it's Hero in for Rozier. Adebayo with it. He has 7. And that's a foul called on OG Anunoby. That's his first foul.
First personal foul. Second team foul.
Outside Adebayo. The 3 is up. And it's New York with a rebound.
Oh, love the intensity in which they're hitting the boards.
Guys, that's been the key to their league. I mean, simply put, the effort they've displayed on the glass has been the difference.
Shams, with so many entertainment options out there, Commissioner Silver has said the league cannot be complacent.
Boy, is there ever. I mean, you think about the new TV deals, you think about the rise of social media. We're seeing so much innovation in this world, just in general, across all sports, and the NBA is no different. And certainly, the league office has been very proactive, looking to improve this product at every turn, and a lot of this is around social media and around the internet and around their young consumers and young fans.
Brunson against Hero. Pass to Larson. Count it. 1 for 1 to start the game.
The passing of Hero keeps getting better and better as his career goes on.
And Brunson's got the ball here for New York. 6-point game. Not going to go that time. Excellent D there from Wiggins. And here's Hero. Pulls up on the wing. And it's Brunson with the rebound.
Clean look from mid-range. Coach will probably want to run that play again.
1:51 left to play in the second quarter. And he'll draw the foul. He'll head to the line for 2.
Stopping Brunson clean is really a challenging endeavor. I mean, he's clever, he's agile, and he is physical and assertive, too.
It's his first trip to the line.
You know, his free throw percentage has dropped this year, but not really enough to raise any red flags or become alarmed about it.
The Heat making a switch here. Jovic is checked in. And a switch here also for New York. Huck Porty's checked in for Yabusele.
Well, you have no concerns when he's at the free throw line. Very consistent.
To the middle. Deflects the pass. Brunson surveys. On the take. And he can't extend the lead to double digits.
It's impressive how they've overcome his cold streak tonight. Everyone stepping in to fill the gap.
And Shams, thanks for dropping in, man. It is always a pleasure to have you.
Likewise, we've got to do this again soon. I've got news coming up on the other line. Yeah, hold on, BA. I'm going to run. We'll definitely do this again soon.
Oh, we know he's always got news. Always a pleasure to have Shams drop in. He knows everything that's going on in the league.
He sure does, and knows it even before most players. I mean, heck, I'm surprised he didn't tell me something about me that I didn't know.
6 to shoot. Anunoby for 3. Larson with a rebound. Heat trail by 8. Pass to Jovic. Now here's Hero. The 3. Hart pulls it in.
Defense dodged the bullet that time. Total breakdown.
Brunson banging his way through. Jalen Brunson.
Tough as they come. Sometimes it looks like Brunson prefers finishing through contact.
5-second differential between the shot clock and game clock. Pass to Hero. Where the screen. Out to the wing. The 3 ball. The Knicks pull it in. And here's Brunson. He's got 9. There's the screen. On the take, Brunson. No good. Would have counted had it gone. And so it's New York, ending the quarter up 10. And it's all due to their ability to own the paint. They've been dominant down low. Back after this.
Fans, please represent the center court. And get ready for the fan half-court shot. Drum roll, please. Measuring up the shot. So sorry. Give it up for our contestant.
Hey folks, thanks for joining us. It would be an understatement to say it's been a great half for the New York Knicks.
You saw how they crashed the glass? That's Dr. O'Neill's School of Rebounding.
I did not know there was a class I'd enroll. Heck, who wouldn't want to take part in that? And since we have a chance, let's see our award winners, Players of the Week. The Western Conference winner, Nikola Jokic.
The talent of the Jokers being recognized. Big achievements for the big man from Serbia. He's one of those players that can win at any time.
Yeah, he's asked to do a lot, I'm telling you, but he ends up doing it, and he gets a lot of triple-doubles, Shaq.
Thanks, as always, for watching. Let's head back to Brian Anderson and crew for the start of the second half.
And if you're just joining in, one half is in the books, one half to go. You know, Karl Anthony Towns has been exceptional here, guys.
Pretty much the entire first half, he was dominating down low, piling up a ton of dunks.
Guys, he's been in beast mode down low, asserting his will. The defense has been helpless, unable to slow him down.
And Grant, when talking about certain players, we hear expressions like, he does the little things, or he does the dirty work. What does all that mean exactly?
You know, it's about what doesn't show up in the box score. Setting good screens, winning those 50-50 balls, hustling back on defense. Often, it's just as important as putting up those points.
Checking out the group from Mike Brown to start the second half. They've got Josh Hart. Miles McBride is out there with Jalen Brunson. Then it's Karl Anthony Towns, and it's Anunoby in at the 3, the small forward.
That is not the shot you need to be looking for when you're trying to break out of a slump.
Towns, a screen on Adebayo. And there's the whistle. Illegal screen is the call.
Just their second turnover of the game. Impressive how mistake-free they've been.
Yeah, there's a reason, Greg, they've held on to this lead. I mean, being very cautious and controlled with their passing and execution offensively.
Adebayo sets a screen. Hero for 3. Towns with a rebound. Towns has got 4 rebounds in the game.
And right now, they're +8 in the rebounding category. That's helping them run away with this.
Yeah, double-digit advantage on the scoreboard. They've taken the initiative. They've played, I think, with more purpose so far.
Brunson passes to Anunoby. New York needs to get one up quick. The timer ticks. And it's Brunson missing.
Good contest. Can't let him have open shots from mid-range.
Hero scanning the floor. Adebayo, a screen on Brunson. Wiggins finds Adebayo. Got it! Bam!
Defense gearing up to stop Wiggins' shot that time. He feels it, hits the roller in stride. Nicely done. Good adjustment.
And no question, Bam Adebayo, one of the best all-around big men in the league.
Yeah, even as his efficiency has waned just a bit in recent years, he remains steady on a nightly basis. A two-way player who gives you a little of everything.
And here's a timeout from Eric Spoelstra now. He's going to take a moment to give him a breather and talk things over. So for the Knicks, Clarkson's checked in for Anunoby, Shamet comes in for McBride, and Malcolm Brogdon is subbed in for Brunson.
Jordan Clarkson, Landry Shamet, Malcolm Brogdon.
Pass to Wiggins, back to Adebayo. Miami moving it around. Here's Hero. Basket's good. Hero's got 8 points.
You know, he's been fairly productive, but it's going to take more, either from him or somebody else.
Hart passes to Shamet. Outside Hart, pass to Clarkson. Just 5 to shoot. Back to Hart. The rebound by Ware. Ware's got 4 rebounds now. 3 minutes gone now in the third quarter. Here's Adebayo. Oh, and Towns with the block.
Boy, it's a big bonus for this team when Towns is engaged in making an impact defensively.
There's no way that's the best look this offense can produce.
Not at all. I mean, that's where they want him looking for a teammate, not trying to do it on his own. He needs to share the wealth there.
Time now to hear from our reporter, Allie LaForce.
Hey, Brian. Bam Adebayo is big time. Coach Eric Spoelstra said, quote, the way he's worked over the years to add to his game has been incredible. He's one of the best passers on the team, and he's not afraid to take the shot in a big moment. He cares deeply about improving, and you see it in the results of his work. Back to you guys.
High praise. Allie, thank you. Year to year, Karl Anthony Towns remains an elite three-point threat in this league, Clark.
Yeah, he's one of the best shooters, period, in the league. And when you talk about just big guy shooters, he is the best. I mean, Jokic is maybe going to give him a run for the money, but I take Cat as the best three-point shooter of big men in the league. I mean, he's 7 feet tall, 250 pounds, and it's really hard to find anybody that can guard him outside and inside.
Yabusele, he's checked in for New York. Well, Grant, the 2025 season was sort of a return to form for Karl Anthony Towns.
Yeah, B.A., he just seemed more comfortable out there, right? Getting back to what his numbers used to look like and just playing with reckless abandon.
Towns down low. Looking on Ware.
Karl Anthony Towns finishing through contact there.
Heat trail by 12. Pass to Larson. Back to Hero. Wiggins against Clarkson. Here's Hero. It's rebounded by New York. Towns has got 6 rebounds here tonight.
I'll tell you what, they rebounded the ball tremendously well.
Yeah, you look across the board, it's actually sizing up, shaping up to be a great game. I mean, strong performances throughout, and they've really been strong on the glass.
Pass to Larson. Now here's Hero, guarded by Brogdon. Clock at 6. Tries to break his ice, and it's laid in by Hero. Hero's gotten 4 this quarter.
You're busting his way inside. Hero making sure he kept moving toward the hoop.
Towns a screen on Adebayo. Down low. Fast break, here we go for the finish. And Adebayo slams it in.
The aggressiveness of Adebayo. He plays with so much energy and force close to the bucket.
Outside Brogdon. Inside. Here's Towns. And it's Towns with the power finish.
And adds a few more points to their lead, showing off some style.
Wow, that was prime time stuff right there.
Guys, it is symbolic of their effort here tonight.
Bam! Hammers it down.
A tireless worker at both ends. Adebayo imposing his will that time on the offensive glass.
Towns can't get it to go. And Wiggins has got the ball here for the Miami Heat. Trailing by 10. Looking ahead, they've got the Warriors coming to town for their next game. That'll be the second of a 2-game stretch at home. Pass to Larson. Adebayo up top, covered by Towns. Hero, no good.
They really have a commanding lead, not just in points, but in rebounds as well.
And what I like about it, it's been a physical brand of basketball. It's had a little sandpaper element to it. Gritty and rough, but that's how you win games.
All right, guys, what do you think about the offensive approach we've seen so far for New York?
You know, all game long, they've imposed their will on the interior, scoring a lot of points in the painted area.
But in addition, I love their passing. I mean, they're buying into that team concept. That's hard to get out of your young guys.
A line change here for Miami. And so Mike Brown decides to call a timeout. I think right now he might be looking at some adjustments. And even as the Heat look to go younger, this is not a team with an appetite for lengthy rebuilds, Grant.
Yeah, B.A. But one advantage they possess, star players around the league ponder a change of scenery. Miami certainly has some great views.
And taking a look at the 2K leaderboards, here are the top wing defenders in the game. Opportunistic and never afraid to go after steals. Jaime Jaquez third.
And if you're an opposing small forward, this might also double as a list of the most irritating players in the league. Because when you tackle them head-to-head, it's on.
They are an elite group of defenders. I mean, they don't just make it difficult for opposing small forwards. They pester entire teams with their activity, jumping in the passing lanes, being active with their hands and feet. Very impressive defensively.
Here's Dadier. Porty. Pass to Kolek. New York working the ball around now. Here's Dadier. Fires in the triple. And the Knicks lead by 15.
And when it comes to the three, they've been really dialed in here in the second half.
Yeah, you got that right. I mean, you got it real right. They are lighting it up from beyond the arc this half.
Rozier from outside. And Dadier pulls it down.
And their physical dominance has been on display. A 10-rebound advantage is a good indicator of how this game has gone. Defensively, pick your poison. That time, they gambled off the right guy.
Stripped it away. It's 2-on-1. Just 1 second separating the shot clock and the game clock. Oh, and there's the whistle on the shot. So 2 free throws for him coming up.
Yeah, really left him no choice there. He had the foul and keep him from converting the easy bucket.
This is his second trip to the free throw line in this one.
Guys, he is close to where he was last year in that category, but his numbers are still down just a skosh.
Yakachonis is checked in for Johnson, and he's good on the second. 20 seconds left to play in the third quarter here. Now here's Rozier. He's averaging more than 12 a game, a consistent threat on offense. Pass to Jaquez. This one for 3. That shot off. And here at the end of the third, it's a double-digit ball game. New York out in front, up by 16. All right, we're going to step aside for just a second, but join us right back here for the start of quarter number 4 next. And meanwhile, Eric Spoelstra rallying the troops.
Let's get this next bucket, and we got to put together a string right now. It's all right here in the head. It's right here in the head. Stay connected.
Urging his team to go on a run here, Coach Spoelstra.
They have what it takes. I mean, Coach Spo trying to spark a fire here.
And we reach the fourth quarter in a game that may already be out of hand. Jovic and Bam play together inside. Terry Rozier is out there with Jaime Jaquez. And it's Fontecchio in at the 3 slot. That's the group in the game for the Heat.
For him, it has not been a game to remember, but all they care about is that W.
To the wing on the left. He drops it from range.
Not putting his head down. He continues to produce with the team trailing.
Here's Brogdon. Out to the right wing. Towns with the ball. Now guarded by Rozier. The shot by Towns, no good. Heat trail by 13. 4-3. Novic's shot is off. And it's Brogdon with the ball for the New York Knicks. At one point, they led by 16.
Attacking the rim with power.
Tremendous finish.
Really piling on the lead with a dunk like that.
Here's Fontecchio. Three-pointer off the mark. New York leading by 15. Clarkson outside. And the officials will call the illegal screen here.
Well, the league has put an emphasis to crack down on illegal screens.
Yeah, you know, he might have gotten away with that a few years ago, but not anymore. No way. Now you've got to be stationary on those screens. No extra hips or elbows, or they'll call it.
Tyler Heroes checked in for Fontecchio. New York also changing it up. Anunoby comes in for Robinson, and Miles McBride subbed in for Clarkson. Towns down low, hounded by Adebayo. Heat trail by 15. Rozier from outside drains the triple.
You've got to defend this. I mean, Rozier is more than willing to take the three ball if you give it to him.
Outside Anunoby. Pass to Dadier. Anunoby, a screen on Jaquez. Back to Anunoby. Driving inside, and he takes the feed in stride and slams it home.
Leading him right to the basket with a tremendous pass. Really good execution there.
Here's Jovic, and he slams it in one-handed.
And what an aggressive move to the rim. He's really trying to fire up his teammates right now.
Boy, it's not hard to feel inspired after a teammate makes that kind of finish.
You know, when you're looking to close the gap, you need guys who will take it upon themselves to step up, take the initiative, and make something happen.
And just totally relentless, only increasing the intensity level.
Yeah, I love the fact he doesn't play the score. He just keeps coming, attack mode. He doesn't know how to step off the gas pedal.
Hart's checked in for New York. Brunson comes in for Brogdon. And that one falls for Towns.
You can tell Towns is a true modern-day player. He's got a diverse skill set, and he can do so much more than you're used to seeing from a guy his size and his position.
Hero, the pass to Rozier. For three. And it's New York with a rebound.
And they're up considerably because of their efforts on the glass.
Yeah, rebounding has been a big key in this one. They've asserted their will and have taken control on the glass.
Anunoby finds Hart. Four on the clock. Right side, Brunson. And again, the Knicks missing. Heat trail by 15. Hero outside. Rozier, the pass to Adebayo. Adebayo, a screen on Brunson. And finished off by Adebayo.
Rozier did a nice job seeing what was available that time. So comfortable in the pick and rolls. And makes the pass that's available.
Towns, a screen on Rozier. To the inside. Towns getting it done under the hoop.
Very consistent tonight at the offensive end. Right there, he helps fuel the fire.
For Miami, they've gotten 4 of 9 shots to go in during this fourth quarter. Pass to Hero. To the paint. And Adebayo slams it in.
I'll tell you, Bam is having a massive impact on this game. They just can't stop him.
And it's Mike Brown calling timeout here. He clearly wants to talk it over and make sure everyone is focused. Checked in for Jovic. Wiggins comes in for Jaquez. Larson comes in for Rozier. Robinson, he's checked in for New York. And keeping us updated from the sideline, Allie LaForce.
Mike Brown was just reviewing the plan with his team. He told his guys, quote, "Do not get complacent. No coasting to the finish line here. Stay on the gas, keep the energy up, and close it out. Coach doesn't just want them to hang on to this lead. He wants them to extend it.
All right, Dali, thanks once again.
Great read that time by Wiggins, anticipating the shot. Sends it out with return to sender posting.
Robinson rips down the board.
He's trying to find his shot, but at some point you have to start making these.
Outside Brunson. Now Robinson. Cleared away by Hero.
Well, they needed that board. They've had a hard time on the glass, but they still have a shot here.
Exactly, because they've made enough plays to keep it close. And as a result, they're still in it.
And just an effective offensive talent. Adebayo plays so hard, and that's really what drives his game.
Hart. No good from three. And so Hero will bring it up for the Heat. 11-point game. That's in!
Nice assist there. Typically attacking with the scoring move. This time, Wiggins attacking with the pass.
Wiggins with the inside bucket. Nice.
He gets it where he wants it and takes it up strong.
And they've been moving the ball really well tonight.
Good things come to those who take good shots.
Outside Brunson. Outside Anunoby. Now Brunson. Oh, no good. The dry spell continues. Jacks up a three. Adebayo. Oh, what hustle by Adebayo.
Rising to the challenge, Adebayo stays under control and hits a big-time shot.
And it's Mike Brown calling timeout here. And a great call on his part. This is the time you want to be in sync right here. Changes here for New York. Karl Anthony Towns has checked in for Robinson, and Jordan Clarkson subbed in for McBride. Brunson against Hero. Now Towns. Stolen by Wiggins. Fast break Miami. Yes, it's good!
And when they need it most, they show us some clutch play on both ends of the floor.
New York leading by 3. 107 left in the fourth quarter of this one. Here's Anunoby. Jams it home!
Anunoby. Oh, gee, you can count on him to step up and make big shots.
Hero. Oh, he dropped in a sweet J.
A huge bucket for Hero. I mean, we've seen it do it in the finals, and the moment not too big for Tyler.
Now Towns. Oh, the slam off a fantastic lead pass. What a play.
That's what I'm talking about right there. Game on the line, Towns lets nothing stand in his way.
And Eric Spoelstra decides to call timeout. He's decided it's time to clarify the situation, leaving little room for error. Hero fires. Yes! Locked in on the J.
Yeah, in these moments, Hero knows he has to step up, so he works hard to find the bucket.
They'll probably slow things down now.
Burn the clock while you have the lead. I like that.
Oh, no good on the layup. And it's Miami's ball. They trail by 3. Rebounded by Towns. And they foul intentionally. Now they're going to have to do that again. They're not in the penalty just yet.
Yeah, and that was a smart move. I mean, you have to foul right there. You just don't want them to run out the clock.
Yeah, they have to extend the game. I mean, plain and simple. Use every second you can on the clock here.
Oh, the first of 2, no good. A heartbreaker. And he ends up making the second. And that gives him a 4-point cushion. Time called here. Miami decides to talk it over. They're down by 4. Let's hear from our analyst. Give us your take on the strategy being discussed right now.
And they're going to have to work fast coming out of the timeout.
They're going to draw up a play here, I think, to get a shot right off of the inbound pass and not waste too much time at all.
In the NBA, your Miami Heat dancers.
For three. Yes, sir, with the three.
Talk about stepping up in a big way.
Well, that was one, too. He wanted the ball. Nobody else was taking that shot.
And they stop the clock as soon as they can with the intentional foul. So the first one drops, and that'll put them up 2. And so he drops them both, and it's a 3-point game.
That's a big make. Now a 3 will only tie it.
Adebayo! And the 3 misses. And they're going to prolong the game with an intentional foul.
Shooting from New York, Josh Hart.
First free throw is good, and that gives him a 4-point cushion. And he's unable to get the second one. And so it's the Knicks who come out on top here. They played the villain tonight, and they played it well.
Yeah, yes, they did. You know, you have 2 choices. You can either succumb to the hostility in this arena, or you can feed off of it and use it as motivation. They did the latter.
And that'll do it, folks. For Allie LaForce, Clark Kellogg, and Grant Hill, this is Brian Anderson thanking you for watching the NBA presented by 2K Sports. And let's leave you with our player of the game, Karl Anthony Towns.
Sure.